We talk about how the European team, camaraderie, galvanize. They understand, friendship, travel together, play together. Is it still that? Because you do have the Live Tour involved in this, and maybe it's not as close knit as it has been in the past, which was a big benefit for them.
Yeah, I think it's a little misleading to assume that the European teams have always just been, chummy. There's always been a little bit of friction within the European team room, and I think they've used that friction to their advantage. But there's also been tremendous buy-in. You got players over there that just say, I'll play wherever you want me to play. And I don't know that you get that kind of buy-in from the U.S. side. I'm gleaning what I can glean from the interviews I've heard and the stories I've heard. And you get tremendous buy-in on the European side. And one of the things I say, and I think that underscores just how much more buy-in you get on the European side than you get on the U.S. side, is that Sergio Garcia had to pay a couple $1 million in fines just to even be eligible for this team, and he willfully paid a couple $1 million just to be eligible. Now he's not on the team, but the United States team has demanded to be paid to play. Now, look, I mean, we can debate whether or not that's the right thing to do, but you have one side where players would pay to be on the team, and the other side where players want to get paid just to be a part of the team.
Talking to Brandel Chamblee, Golf Channel, their lead studio analyst, live from the Ryder Cup all this weekend. Yeah, you bring up the money part of it. How's this story get out? Because the first thing I thought is somebody from the European team leaking this out to make the American team look bad?
Well, there's a lot of people involved in this decision. I mean, the whole PGA of America would have had to talk about this. So that's
Okay.
innumerable number of people. And then you're talking about, players and wives and caddies and everybody on the European side, because they're invested in this as well. And, this is a profitable property almost exclusively because Europe has risen up and more times than not beaten the American side when the American side has been the favorite. That's the larger part of the reason why this event is so compelling. And so Europe doesn't want any money. They've said as much. And the United States since 1999 has been talking about and wanting to get paid. And it came to a head, obviously, in Rome when allegedly Patrick Cantlay wouldn't wear the hat because he wasn't getting paid, which was reported by a great many people, and then I think written by Michael Bamberger.